at Changes Medical Spa in Johnson City, a place that has really been changing lives over the last several years. We are joined by Dr. Richard Jackson. And Dr. Jackson, thanks so much for having us out.
Thanks for coming, Amy.
Well, you guys are going into your 7th very successful year here. Been quite a journey.
Yes, it has.
What's it been like for you over the last 7 years, seeing these different patients and clients really coming from all over for your services?
Well, it's been exciting. We've had people from 24 states and even another country that have come for treatments. We specialize in doing comfortable, non-surgical treatments that are effective, and we've looked very hard to find things that are unusual or unavailable completely in the Tri-Cities area.
And one of the things that you have had amazing luck with that people say, it has really changed my life, and that's the MiraDry. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. MiraDry is a non-surgical, energy-based treatment that permanently relieves excessive or bothersome underarm sweating. And it's really a life changer for people that have very heavy sweating.
And you also have some other procedures that people really think highly of, especially when it comes to our faces and our look and sort of turning back the hands of time.
Well, one of the things that we do is sculpture, which is a non-surgical, no liposuction way of permanently reducing fat. We have a couple of other methods for doing that too. And it's comfortable, and again, there's no downtime. And then one of our most popular procedures, we have a lot more, people can look at the website, but is facial rejuvenation or anti-aging treatments. And we've got several ways of doing that. The simplest is using microwave energy. We can use radio frequency microneedling, and we can do a complete laser-based non-surgical facelift, which gives a combination of lifting. It tightens the skin, it tightens the underlying connective tissue and muscle, and it also does a very thorough rejuvenation and anti-aging treatment on the skin surface, as well as stimulating growth of new collagen. That's why it's called 4D. Other methods of doing anti-aging treatments that we offer are, of course, skincare products. We offer a full line of Obagi products, which are medical grade, and some of them are by prescription only, as well as injectables. And the injectables that we offer include Botox, which relaxes muscles and reduces wrinkles in that way. We also have Jeuveau, which is the newest form of injectable muscle relaxer, and it's at a somewhat lower price point, but we've been seeing very good results with it. We've only had it now for less than a month. And the third thing we offer is dermal fillers. And we have a variety of different dermal fillers for different areas of the face, but they do something that you can't get with any kind of a surgical lift. A laser can't add volume either, and so as we get older, if we've lost volume in parts of the face, we can restore that sometimes permanently with some fillers, and we've had very good results with all those.
I was going to say, one of the things that we hear a lot from your clients is just how happy they are with the results, but one of the other things that we hear about is the relationships that you build with your clients. Do you think that's been sort of key to your success over the last 7 years?
Well, we want people to feel relaxed and at home.
And that makes a big difference, certainly.
And we try to really educate people about what the alternatives are, what the treatment's going to include, what they can expect, and we don't do a hard sell.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that we hear a lot too, is that when people come in, you really have to sort of almost triage what they're hoping to get, and then kind of going to your tools of what different products and services that you have that really might make the difference for them.
Well, we do free consultations. The services are not a cookie cutter, and we try to adapt it to what the individual's needs are.
So the consultation is key, isn't it? Starting to build that relationship. Dr. Jackson, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Amy.
Well, Dr. Jackson told us about all of the different services. Angela's going to tell us about the holiday deals. You guys are getting ready for the Christmas season.
We are definitely getting ready for the Christmas season. Thank you guys for being here. We have some really good specials, especially on those procedures that he mentioned that are unusual. First of all, MiraDry, permanent treatment for underarm sweat and odor. also removes some underarm hair. We have $250 off of that. That's the most we've ever offered off of that as a discount.
Great.
Sculpture, permanent fat cell killing laser treatment. It takes 25 minutes to do. It's buy one, get one free. And that can save you $1,600.
Yeah, that's a great deal.
Next one, our products. Glow Minerals Makeup, also known as Glow Skin Beauty. Those are all 20% off through the end of the year. And Obagi Medical Grade Skincare Products, 20% off through the end of the year. We just went VIP level with Obagi. And for doing that, they're allowing us to do that big of a discount. We also have a lot of freebies. Buy one service, get another service free.
Okay, so some wonderful deals through the holiday season. We were thinking about gift cards and purchases for friends, and this is a great time of year to really be thinking about that.
Perfect. If you don't know what to get somebody, they can always use a spa gift card. We have everything from just facials all the way up to laser procedures, so they can use it however they want.
All right, great opportunities here. We'll give everybody the information. Again, it is Changes Medical Spa and Laser Center right here in Johnson City, right here off the Boones Creek exit. Don't forget some great specials. They will be open on Monday and offering all of those great deals. The preceding portion of Daytime Tri-Cities was sponsored by